Hey guys, Tank here. Today I'm gonna fix the gears into this Traxxas 2075 servo. This was in my Summit and I've actually marked it NFG. So now I did get the replacement part for it. For this one it's a 2072A. There's another version of this is 2072, which is the white plastic. I decided to get the nylon one. I believe these are nylon. They're the gray one. They're supposed to be a little tougher, but these will keep them for my on-road cars and things like that. So I'm not going to put it back into the Traxxas, into the Summit. I did get something else for it, but I'll keep this, and this one is actually no more good. I did check it with the servo tester, and so you guys can get a little servo tester like this. They're a couple bucks, and put a battery pack onto it, and you can test your servos. But for today, we're going to take this apart. So the only thing you need to take this apart is take the 4 screws that are underneath. Take them apart. I've already taken this apart the other day when I took the Summit apart because I wanted to know what was wrong with it. And that's when I noticed it was the gears. So I did buy some new gears for it. So it's very easy to take off the servo. This is a waterproof, so you do have a some grease in it, and also a rubber gasket all the way around the top and bottom. So when you take them apart, you just got to be careful and take them apart. So this is the bottom. You have the electronics on the bottom, and then you have the gears on top. So once you've taken the bottom, you can actually take the top off. So if you just carefully remove it, the top gear usually comes out with it, and sometimes some other gears will also. But you can tell here that I am missing a lot of gears on here. All the gears here are gone on this one, and actually this one, some gears are gone on this one. So it was a mess in there. You can see where the gears are. They actually ended up into the grease here. So not too nice. So one thing I usually do is I am careful on when I open it up to find out where the gears are. And when I take the gears off, I usually put them in the same spot that I taken it off. So in other words, this gear goes there, and then you can actually take these pins off or just take the gears off also. And this is my bottom one. Bottom one is a little tricky. It's easier to take the pin off and put it aside. So now everything is there. This gear is still fine, and this pin is still fine. So now it's time to get the gears out of the bag. So now that I've taken it out of the bag, I put the 2 bearings onto there. So one goes, some actually don't have bearings. Some of them do. These do have 2 bearings, so you just replace the 2 bearings. There was nothing wrong with these bearings, but it could have fit in there. But they give you bearings to replace it, so I just decided to put the 2 bearings back onto it. One on the bottom, one on top. So now I got to start with the smallest, flattest one, which is this one, and put it down there, and put the pin back in there. And then I go with the second gear, which is this one. Everything turns nice and smooth. Now I'm going to put this guy in there. And I am going to put this pointing straight. And now I'm going to put this wheel on it. And basically what this does is this small one pushes this one, and this one push this one, and then that one pulls on that one. You do have to turn just a little bit so everything gets lined up right. There we go. And of course my seal, kind of little rubber seal, because this is a waterproof servo, so there's a little rubber around it, so you're just going to make sure you put it back where it was. So there we go. Gears are all put back in there. And now I'll put a little bit of grease onto that. One thing in the instruction, it does say to take a little, not to forget, but there is a rubber washer here. So you got to take this off the old one and actually put it onto the new one. If you forget, there goes your waterproof. So what I got to actually put some grease on, I actually got a syringe. So you get these baby syringe or any kind of syringe that you get at the drugstore. And I'm just going to put a little bit there. More on top here because that's where it's actually seals for the water. So I'm just going to make sure that this one is very good seal so that the grease actually helps it seal a little bit. And I'm going to put a little bit of grease here. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. It's just so that when it starts turning, it just greases everything. And there we go. There is some grease there. I'm just going to leave that one there, in there. And then you just seal everything. I'm just checking if my rubber gasket all the way around is good. And then I just pop that on. It went on no problem. You see that it kind of squished out a little bit, which is good. You want that just to get a little bit because that's where it's going to help it seal. And now I just put the back on. It's that easy. Put this. And just like that, the servo is back together. Make sure my screws are nice and tight. This one does have little gaskets here on the screws. That's to make it waterproof. So you do have to squish that one a little bit more than you would a normal one. Don't use a drill on this or else you'll just strip the screws. And there we go, just like that. She's fixed. And now I can actually take my little servo tester, connect that into there. And now I'm at neutral. And I hit the button to put on auto. And now I see the servo is going from one side to the other. Just like that, servo's fixed. And it only cost me $6. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you guys later. There we go. Mini tank is out watching for fires in the new tower. And this tower sits at 6 foot 7 inches tall. And it's going to be on the trail with a bunch of other things. Cool.